I don't care if I'm 27 or 72. My age is the age to be, bitch. I'm so sick and tired of these TikTok videos of people being like, I'm 24, I have to get married and have kids soon. Oh, are you serious? Our generation grew up being told that we can literally have kids at like 35 and that it's good to focus on our careers. Like, all of this I'm old crap is actually getting old. Because instead of being like, oh, I feel so old, bitch, love yourself, own your age. And it's not even owning your age, like, you are in your prime. You're in your prime because you decide to be. First of all, you're in your 20s, but secondly, I don't care if I'm in my 30s or my 40s or my 50s or my 60s. Whatever age I'm at is the age to be at, is the perfect age to be. It's the hot ass age. I can do whatever I want, whatever age I am. I can have kids now. I could have had kids at 19. I could have kids at 45 because it's my choice. You're not meant to do things a specific way. So all of these like, but I'm meant to do this, so I better hurry up with my career. Speak for yourself, because I have an abundance of time. I'm not too old to dress the way I want. I'm not too old to like the music that I want. Obviously not because I'm in my 20s, but I don't care if I'm in my 30s. I don't care if I'm in my 40s. I am the hottest bitch on this planet, and that's how you should think too. I don't care what age I am. I don't care if I don't ever have Botox. By the way, I've never had Botox or any plastic surgery. Not that anyone has asked. Actually, one person has, like, one of my friends was like, have you had Botox? Like, girl, come on. And I'm like, no. Which, like, nothing against plastic surgery. Anyways, like, guys, come on, love yourself. Like, wherever you live, whoever you are, whatever age you are, whatever you like, whatever opinions you have is the most perfect thing ever. It's the age to be at. It's the opinion to have. It's the music of the century. Like, because you are you. The pure sheer fact that you exist is a miracle. So it's like, yeah, damn right I'm gonna like hip hop. Yeah, damn right I'm gonna make YouTube videos. Yeah, damn right I'm 42, 65, 79. I don't care. I can do whatever I want at any age, because age is just, honestly, I'm sorry, but it is a number. You can't avoid it. I don't want to avoid it, but you can have a mindset of, yeah, damn right. Yeah, damn right I'm 56. Yeah, and I'm dressing like that. Yeah, and I'm doing what I'm doing. Yeah, and I've never been married. 'Cause it is whatever you want it to be. Like, why are we put on this earth? To go by, like, the things that you're meant to be doing? I'm sorry. I wasn't born to fit, like, a society, like, standard. Like, do you think animals are born and they're like, oh my god, I'm meant to have kids, like, in a year, like I have to? No, they go by instinct. And if my instinct is telling me I want to do this and that, then that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And I don't care what age I am. You're too old, you're 40, acting like that meme, like, yeah, that's right. I can act however I want. Oh, you're a 20-year-old man still in the club, you should be starting a family. I'm sorry, if I was a man, I would literally start having children at like 55 years old. I'm sorry, what? And also, if you want to be a young mom, like, if you want to start having kids at 18, that is your prerogative. Like, I don't understand this, especially in like America, like home of the free, land of the brave, or whatever the the saying is. I don't know, I'm not a citizen, so I don't know. But like, come on now. We're meant to be following what makes us happy. Like, if you're 30 years old, living in a small city in Illinois, and you just decide at 35 to start getting face tats and going vegan and traveling the world, like, that is correct. Because it's coming from you. Like, that's on you. That's what you want to do. Regardless of whether you're acting out of, like, love and your intuition, which is, like, the highest, you know, timeline to be on, or you're acting out of trauma or something else. It's like, irregardless, like, that's how you feel right now. So that's exactly what you should be doing. And you should be making those mistakes yourself. Because even if it's considered a mistake, you're the one that's making it, so you're gonna be the one that's gonna be learning from it. Like, I just remember as a teenager, like, I wouldn't know what to say to boys, and my mom is my best friend. Like, still to this day, she's my best friend, she's my ride or die, she's my, like, everything, my number one. Like, that's gang right there. But like, she would literally tell me how to talk to boys. Like, we would just like sit and I would just show her all my texts. Like, we were like super close, and still are. But that really hindered me, because like, she would just be giving me the advice of like, oh, you should say this, you should say that, but it would be like every reply, right? So when I got to my early 20s, I wouldn't know how to talk to boys, because, you know, like, my mom was like giving me all this advice all the time. Like, that's just me being so real, so 100 with you. Like, I would have learnt better. Not that I'm saying that my mom raised me in any sort of bad way. My mom is the best mother on this fucking planet, and she raised me to be literally the best person ever. Like, I love myself and I love my mom even more, and she just raised me to be such an incredible person. Like, I'm half of what kind of person she is. I can't even go into detail about that. Getting off topic, but like, I would have learned so much better if I was making those mistakes and saying all these awkward things. That was me, that was coming from me. Even if like in my 20s I would have cringed at it, I would have learned, because it was my experience. You know what I'm saying? But like, come on now. Like, if you ever feel bad for being 22, like, girl, you're 22, pull your shit together. Like, that's basically a teenager. But also at the same time, like, it literally does not matter. It does not matter. We are learning every single day. Our preferences change every single day. We are allowed to change our minds at any point in time about anything. About anything. If I want to decide to move to India tomorrow, I can do that, because that's my prerogative. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't care if I'm 18, 12, 63. Like, are you dumb or are you stupid? Like, it takes an insecure ass motherfucker to be like questioning if they should be doing something because of their age. Like, I just remember when I was 12, I'd be like, oh, I'm too young for that. I'm too young for that. And then, you know, time just goes by, like, and I was the same as you guys too. In my early 20s, I'd be like, oh my God, like, I'm feeling so old. It's really weird. This is the thing. This is what I think. I think that because teenage years go by so quickly, right? I mean, I'm sorry. Teenage years go by so slowly. You're in high school. You have your hormones. I understand that. I get it. All of a sudden, you're out of high school. Time goes by like that. Like, as literally, all my teachers said this. Everyone older than me said this. They were like, literally count your blessings, because literally the day that you graduate high school, that day, you're gonna blink and you're gonna be 25. Like, I'm being so dead ass with you. So yeah, I like opened my eyes one day and I was 23 and I was like, oh my God, I'm so old. But it's like, then what happens is you start kind of seeing things from that angle, and then you start to grow and develop more, and then you're like getting more life experience and more life perspective, and you're like, no, I'm not. Like, being 27 now, I feel like a child. Like, I'm a little baby. Like, I'm a cute little baby, and I'm gonna be a cute little baby till I'm 40, bitch. Till I'm 99. Like, it's literally all in your mindset. It's literally all it is. Like, how you think about yourself is the only thing that matters. So, like, don't think that you're old at 23 years old, and don't be like, oh my god, like, I can't do this, I can't do that. That's exactly how I felt at 12. I was like, oh my god, I'm too young to do this. All of a sudden I'm 25 and I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm too young or I'm too old to be doing this now. There's no timeline for anything. There's literally no timeline. To the people that have the same, like, perception as me, that, like, are like, yeah, girl, like, you're telling the truth. Like, don't be bashing on people from your hometown that decide to get married at, like, 21 or 22 or whatever. Like, I gotta be, like, so for real with you. Like, I would just, like, I wouldn't make jokes about people, like, getting married in their 20s. I would genuinely feel compassionately sorry for them. Like, I was just like I really saw it as like someone died. Like, I genuinely had so much empathy for them. I was like, you have just ended your life. Like, you're over. Like, I'm so sorry for you. Like, I'm not even making fun of the situation. I genuinely felt, like, actually really sad and bad for them. But, like, I had such a perspective change last year, and I was just like, you are so free to do whatever you want, and at the same time, people are too. And it's like, if people want to get married at 21 and they're happy, then they're happy. Like, leave people alone. So if you have the same perspective as me, it's like, oh my god, be free, whatever. But, like, it goes the same for people that are doing, like, this perceived small town kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Like, leave people alone, let people live, and, like, age literally does not matter, unless you're like an 18-year-old dating a 42-year-old, because a 42-year-old has more life experience than an 18-year-old. Also, an 18-year-old's brain hasn't, like, finished developing yet. But it's actually been scientifically proven. It's funny. I see so many TikToks now being like, oh my god, like, finally, I can see clearly now at 25 because my prefrontal, like, cortex, like, thing, whatever it's called, has fully developed. I laugh at that every time because it's actually been scientifically proven that your prefrontal cortex never stops developing. So you are constantly changing and evolving until you die, bitch, until you die. So even then, but it's kind of logical why an 18-year-old shouldn't be dating a 42-year-old, right? Because life experience. But that doesn't take away from the fact that that 42-year-old is a kid in their own right, because just because they've had life experience, it doesn't mean that, like, they're not allowed to fucking move to Argentina and have no children. You know what I mean? Or, like, a woman wanting to not have kids until she's, like, I don't know, whatever IVF allows for, right? This kind of turned into a rant, but going back to you feeling bad for yourself for, oh, I don't have a boyfriend yet, I'm insert age here. Oh, I haven't kissed a boy yet, insert age here. I'm a virgin and I'm insert age here. There's no timeline for this kind of stuff. Like, if you're meant to have it, the way in which it happens feels like you didn't do anything. It feels like it literally, like, fell into your lap. So the fact that it hasn't yet means that it's not time yet for you. And things can change and turn around so quickly. Like, it doesn't matter if you haven't done insert thing here yet. Or it doesn't matter if you're 23 years old and you feel old. Like, keep feeling old. Like, that's also your prerogative. But I'm telling you guys, like, you can do anything you want at any age. It's actually so much better if you do that, unless you're hurting someone. Like, here's the thing. This is why I want to have kids, like, later on in my life. Because like if I haven't like done things that made me happy to the fullest, because when I have kids, like I'm gonna give them my all, like everything, like my entire soul. So like I'm gonna give all of that to myself first, so I don't regret anything. Because at that point I'm not gonna be able to, well, I don't want to set any limitations to myself, but my first priority is gonna be my children, period. Like period, above absolutely every single thing on this planet. Think of one thing. No, my first priority is going to be my children. Not food, not water, not shelter, nothing. Like, it's going to be my kids. Period, 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 period. So until that day comes, I'm going to make me happy. Do you know what I mean? So I don't care if I'm 65. Like, I don't care if I'm 12 years old. I'm gonna do whatever I want. And you should do the same thing. Okay? I hope that you enjoyed this video and it gave you some sort of relief, because I didn't know y'all thought like this, guys. Like, I thought like this when I was like 22, 21, but like I totally forgot. And like going back and like seeing all this stuff on TikTok where people are like, I'm 19 years old, I feel so old, like I'm so depressed. I'm like, I feel younger now than I felt when I was 18 years old. That's the funny thing. Because you don't have perspective and you don't know. It's just literally just keeps getting better. But like, still, it doesn't matter. So, yeah. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you in the next one.